Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a wonderful evening tonight. We've got a great, wonderful show for you today. We have many things planned. I'm getting feedback.
You're
What
getting
the heck?
feedback?
Oh, wait, no, it's from Kick. My bad. Anyways, yeah, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful night. Nothing major has happened. I'm gonna need Jake to monologue for a minute or two while I continue to get things done.
Yeah. So guys, as you might know, we are mourning the loss of the great Lindsey Graham. Truly inspirational. He taught me everything I ever have known about warfare in the modern age. He's really been a protector of the people as long as they're male little boys. He also has been survived by his loving wife and children, I think, right? He had a wife and kids, right, John?
No, he actually, I don't think he was ever married. And he's one of the few politicians I have to give him props because he made it a huge, long, throbbing career without ever having any sexual abuse allegations against women.
Very good. That's fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the type to break out the crabs whenever someone I don't like dies. Obviously, I don't really like Lindsey Graham that much. I don't agree with almost anything he's done politically. But I hope he found Christ. And I'm not talking about the Jewish God. I'm talking about the one true God.
Well, real talk. So I think that I've seen people blow up on both sides of the issue where it's like, oh, you can never wish ill upon anyone for any reason, or I'm glad he's dead, rotten hell, that sort of thing. What I would simply say to that is there's two ways to go about it. One, you shouldn't wish for anyone to go to hell, right? You shouldn't wish ill upon someone in that way, in sort of like permanent judgment, right? Because I think that puts you in danger of the same thing. I think that's a very rough road to go down. However, I think that you can read Proverbs and Psalms and other places where it talks about rejoicing when wicked people have passed on, in a manner of like, when somebody who's persecuting you or doing evil passes away, you can rejoice in the fact that has stopped, right? That has been removed, that has been overthrown. That's all well and good. Wishing someone eternal damnation, probably not a good move. Probably not going to look good on your resume, so to speak.
That one doesn't look good on paper.
No, ain't gonna look good, brother. All right, let's see. Well, guys, so I'm gonna be real with you. There actually was a bit of a delay. There was a bit of an issue. It was not actually an hour-long mourning period for Senator Lindsey Graham. So I think we just got to start off with a great tribute to the man, the myth, the legend himself. And we'll just play this. This was going to be part of the intro, but because events transpired, instead we will just take a look at it in this way.
I've been going all over South Carolina like most people. Hadn't slept much. But look what's going on in Israel. Our friends in Israel surrounded by people that want to kill them, destroy them, a second Holocaust in the making. And Biden says, be proportional. What is the proportional response to people who want to kill you and your family? Gosh. They're running out of ammunition in Israel. We have to help our friends to keep the war over there from coming here. They're willing.
U.S. troops on the ground.
We did Iwo Jima. We can do that. America first is to kill people who wish us ill, to take them off the table. Having new Mideast, we're going to make a ton of money. Just wait to see what comes in the next 2 weeks.
The next 2 weeks, meaning what?
We're going to blow the hell out of these people. The mothership of international terrorism is about to collapse. The captain of the ship, the Ayatollah, is stone cold dead. The mothership of terrorism is sinking. The captain is dead.
The mothership of terrorism is about to go down.
I'm not looking for a fair fight. If we get in a fight, I want to win it. I want to win it quick. Mr. President, unleash the American military with Israel on Hezbollah tonight. Finish these bastards off. Cuba's next. They're going to fall. This communist dictatorship in Cuba, their days are numbered.
Free Cuba.
Is there a threshold for you, and do you think there should be one for the United States government, at which the U.S. would say, let's hold off for a second in terms of civilian casualties. Is there a point at which you would start to question?
No, if somebody asked us after World War II.
No, there would never be a problem with civilian casualties. No, never. Oh my gosh, it's his quotes are ubiquitous. They are immense. There's a lot of hot takes by Mr. Graham here, and it is interesting too because over the weekend we were supposed to have the other one, Mitch McConnell, but instead of Mitch McConnell, we got Lindsey Graham. I was like, what happens? It's a total switcheroo on us. Unbelievable.
Yeah. It's also ironic. I know Ben Shapiro and his wife just had their 5th baby the same day as Lindsey Graham passing. So I wonder if there's some kind of weird Jewish Kabbalah going on there. Maybe it's a reincarnation situation. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah, interesting idea there. I'm not sure if that's how that exactly works, but welcome back, Lindsey Graham. He's been stripped of his goyish bones, and his reward for serving Israel with such voraciousness, he's been reincarnated as Ben Shapiro's 4th little boy. That's a novel concept there. Now, he has some other great quotes as well. This one's a little silly, a little more extreme, perhaps. Let's see if this will load for me.
Daddy, watch me twirl. Daddy, watch me twirl. Daddy.
Yeah, just lots of strange little quotes from him.
Fantastic.
Another one here. Sorry, go ahead.
I just said fantastic.
Plug on Israel, God will pull the plug on us. There's no better partner on the planet than Israel. If America pulls the plug on Israel, God will pull the plug on us.
Yeah, awkward how that happens. Just a little oof, a little oof there. All right, well, let's actually get into some of the news, I suppose. First off, so my entire PC died. So while it might look like I'm in the same spot and locale as usual, my main boot drive actually died. So I stole my wife's PC, and that is what I'm currently running on. And I had to re-download everything. One of the bad things about that, however, is that I lost all of my links and all of my what's the word I'm looking for? I lost all of my bookmarks,
your
everything
material
that I needed for the show. So I had everything all ready to go, lined up. It was going to be wonderful. It was going to be beautiful. But no, instead we're stuck here with.
We also lost Richard. We lost Richard in the process. He died, I guess.
I did not intentionally kill Richard. Okay, that did not happen. Chat is in John's wife's PC now. That's a weird way to phrase that, Shadow Force, but that is technically true that we're all in my wife's PC right now. Strange. I don't like that. Anyways, so there is a new update for Dugan Ashley, Carnicon, Jordan Derrick, and his lawsuit, and some fundraising opportunities. A Polite Society has come out with a t-shirt that is specifically for the fundraiser for raising funds to help fight the feds in Dugan's case. So these guys are trying to help Dugan Ashley from getting railroaded by the feds and believing for freedom. This shirt all of the profits, allegedly, are going to Dugan Ashley and to his defense fund. So if so interested, I will go ahead and drop the link for this shirt. If you guys want a shirt and a way to support Dugan Ashley, do a good thing with your money. There is another way to do that. And again, that is a Polite Society. So, my gosh, this computer is so slow. I will drop that link for YouTube and Rumble for all of those who are interested in checking that out. All right, let's see. Now, moving on to actual news in the gun industry. Well, not really news. I guess we'll just take a look at this one because it's the funniest one that I have. Sorry, there's like a million tabs here. Jake, this one's been floating around. Everyone has been seeing this one. When it eventually loads on screen here, I'm sure you've seen this as well. I got
Yes.
sent this clip like 1,000 times. No less than 1,000 times. People were adamant that I see this clip specifically and talk about it. Now, I don't know anything about, Russian anti-air defense, but I'm assuming that this thing was supposed to be locked down because the torque on some of these guns is quite extreme. It's not like you see in the movies where somebody's just walking around or holding it, or there's no recoil, or there's, nothing going on with it. These have all that energy has got to go somewhere. And
Yeah.
things just go wrong,
It's funny too. I think this one is supposed to be on some kind of aircraft. I don't think it's supposed to be manually fired like this. At least that's what somebody told me.
Well, I
Source,
think it's an
I made it
aircraft
up.
gun that's been repurposed, right,
Yeah.
to be not that thing. And so you have the range master behind him, guy doing the instruction. You have the guy who's probably never fired this before, I imagine.
I would
It's
hope
supposed
not.
to be like locked, and probably his last time firing. Probably several people's last time firing. They just didn't know it at the time. Loses control of it almost like a fire hose, right? You know how you watch people get in there and they're trying to do their fireman thing, and then they're, especially women, it's really funny when they do it. They start to fire, they start to, spray the hose, and then they start losing control little by little, and then it's gone. There's nothing you can do about it. Very similar clip, although instead of water, this is bullets. Because this is a Russian mobile air defense team training with a Yak B-12-7. Oh, buddy. Machine gun ended in chaos when the gunner almost killed his own instructor. The reason is surprisingly simple. Someone thought it was a good idea to mount the Yak 12-7, a machine gun, producing about 1.4 tons of recoil force, on a rotating turret where the barrel's axis is offset. So again, it's like, you got your center pole, whatever it's mounted to, and then the barrel like a foot to the right. And yeah, it doesn't quite go that way. It's not mounted over the bore. Not a great idea. You can kind of see it there that it's just off center a little bit. Yeah. And that range master dropping at like the perfect time to not just get cut in half, like good on him. I don't know if I would have been cognizant enough to do that fast. I'd have been like, oh, this is really loud. Oh, that's weird. He's losing control. And then just John would have been in two pieces.
He acts like it's not the first time it's happened. It's like he expected this.
He absolutely should not. That should not be a normal occurrence on the range. Okay, I think if that's a normal occurrence on the range, you need to get new people. Like, I figure the first time that happens, is basically the last time that happens. There's no point in ever allowing that thing to happen again. All right,
you just haven't RSO'd enough, John. You wouldn't get it.
Dude, I guess. Well,
like how he burns his hand on the barrel at the end too.
Oh yeah, no, you can't touch that stuff.
Well, he just did.
That's insanely stupid to do, to try and stop that with your hand. Brave, but foolish. Let's see here. All right, well, let's go ahead and talk about Safari Land then, because this is something that we've seen moving this direction for a little while. And according to, again, my insider scoop, kind of makes sense because we have Safari Land is now making duty style holsters, ALS, whatever you want to call it, for the 365. Now, the P365, obviously the little brother to the SIG P320, which won all the military contracts, isn't a duty gun, was never designed to be a duty gun until the P320 started to have some issues. And as, the notoriety of the P320 grew, also the size of the P365 also grew. And then we got the XL, and then the X Macro, and then the Fuse, and then the new one, whatever it's called. So now the P365 is actually just a full-size duty gun, and Safari Land is supporting it with holsters that are, duty oriented. So if I had to guess, yeah, the P365 is kind of the way forward for SIG, or again, the P385 whenever that launches in the next couple of months. So if you have a P365, if you have a P365 X Macro, which is like a 17 round grip, but it's a little slimmer. It's the slimmer slide. It's like a 4-inch barrel. It's bigger than a Glock 19 at this point, which is crazy to think about where the P365 started.
Yeah, it is interesting and it's funny because they'll just never address the elephant in the room that their mainline full-size handgun has a lot of issues. So they're just going to slowly replace it with this. They're just going to evolve it, and carve it up into something totally different, and then eventually they'll just act like the 320 was never a thing and this has always been the gun. This
That's
has
right.
always been the duty gun. But that all that aside, I've actually shot the 365 fuse and it's not a bad pistol. It's a somewhat enjoyable SIG product. Probably the best SIG product I've shot so far. So it's not.
best.
I,
All right.
I mean, I haven't shot a ton of SIGs, but it's really not a bad. It's not a bad handgun from SIG. Now I wouldn't buy one just on principle, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
Wait, why not?
Because I don't want to support Mr. Cohen and his endeavors and a company that defrauds people and takes them to court and tries to sue them for being injured by their products.
Yeah, not a very nice thing to do.
No, not
No.
great.
All right, so I don't know if there's much more to say about that. It's just it's another one of those things where you see where the market is going. And honestly, this is a good move from Safariland. I actually think that we talked about T-Rex Arms last week, right? Where T-Rex Arms is launching their Titan holster. They actually could have undercut Safariland or beat out Safariland if they had been forward thinking enough to announce a version for the 365 fuse, because I think that actually launches on Wednesday. So if they already had a fuse or an X macro version ready at launch, I think that could have got done quite well, because I think it, at least at the time before Safariland's announcement, would have been the only one on the market for a full size. Because I mean, the fuse just is back to a full size handgun. You've recreated a full size handgun from a micro subcompact gun.
Yeah. How long does it take though for this to become like a cleared firearm from departments and actually become a duty pistol?
Well, that's really on SIG's marketing team and on their sales team, because yeah, a lot of departments reach out to, big gun manufacturers. It's also on their sales team to push the 365, right? To be like, hey, we got a new model. It's not the 320, still full size. We got full holster support. Safariland's making level 2 holsters for it. You got all their new lights, all their new optics, all the other stuff that they can ship with it. You even have ported versions of it for people that want a little bit of a softer shooting gun. So I think it makes sense for SIG, to offer departments like, hey, 320, maybe not so hot right now, but there's another player on the market, and it has, full system dominance or full systems integration as far as, aftermarket and whatnot. So it's ready to go with almost no updates at all.
The reps just show up and they're like, it's just like the last one, but it doesn't have the quirks of the last one. And then they wink.
Yeah, it's just like the last one, but not quite. It's just a little better. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get into a little bit of good news, I guess. And this was actually an article that some kind gentleman sent me today from Breitbart, but about CMMG, because a lot of times, especially on this show, we are harsh, you could say, on the state of the market and on the state of gun manufacturers in general, with them either putting their feet in their mouth, which Jake might like a little too much, but usually in this context, it's a negative thing. However, from this specific manufacturer, they did the opposite. Jake, what's the opposite of putting toes in your mouth?
Not putting toes in your mouth? I don't know, John.
So you should have said sadness. That's the opposite. Anyways, okay, Jake, guess, because it's not on the title, it's not anywhere. Guess which firearms manufacturer says that they are only going to sell to law enforcement that refuse to enforce unconstitutional restrictions.
It's not Sons of Liberty, is it?
It's not Sons of Liberty, no.
Man, that would be such a banger if it was. And it can't be Daniel Defense. They're too big, right?
They're too big. They're too into it.
They're too into it. Man, what other AR manufacturer would do such a thing?
That's right.
PSA?
It's Palmetto State Armory.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just kidding. It's not PSA.
I
let me
could see
see real
PSA
fast.
doing that though.
Check 1, check 2. Is this thing still on? Did it fix it?
You just got super like ear rape loud. So
Or did I? Let me drop that down a little bit. My apologies, Jake. Check 1, check 2. Is that better?
now it's too quiet.
Really?
You'll figure it out.
Whatever, dude. I don't know. I'm just gonna kill myself. I mean, what?
Just talk
I wouldn't do
normally
that.
and it'll be fine.
Okay, fine. Anyways, let's see here. So Missouri-based AR-15 manufacturer CMMG. Does anyone in the chat own a CMMG? Jake, have you ever owned a CMMG?
No, but I've shot a CMMG before. It was a 9mm PCC. It seemed fine, I guess. I know they make like weird. They're very famous for their weird niche ARs, like the Mutant line that has all the different calibers. I don't know if they're any good or not.
Yeah, they have a reputation. Missouri-based AR-15 manufacturer CMMG put law enforcement on notice in states that ban guns, making clear the company will only sell to them if they make public and written statements refusing to enforce unconstitutional restrictions. Now, while this is really nice, okay, CMMG, I'm going to say this is a good marketing move. I don't know if any law enforcement agency actually cares at all. This is like, listen, okay, guys, until you make a public display of support for XYZ cause, I won't give you my seal of approval. Like, imagine if I made that tweet. Everybody would be like, no one cares. like nobody's bending over backwards for CMMG to be like, oh, okay, we'll try and appease you to make sure that we can still buy your guns, especially if they're an LE agency. Exactly. It's oh no. Anyways.
Apparently, I do think they have contracts with law enforcement departments.
I'm sure they do have some, yeah.
I don't know what the extent of that is.
My point being just that it's not all that much. It's not like they're the biggest player in the game, but good on them for making a positive statement in a June 30 press release. Good.
It's like Oscar Mayer saying they're not going to sell like the prepackaged bacon to Jewish people anymore. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well,
I don't know. Based, I guess, but also like doesn't really have an effect. It was ineffective.
Yeah. All right. At this time, CMMG would like to renew our statement on sales of products to states that restrict the freedom of its citizens. We do not have two classes of citizens in the country. We are all subject to the Constitution. CMMG will fulfill orders in restricted areas in the chief of police or sheriff of that respective department makes a public and written statement without refusing to enforce those unconstitutional restrictions on the citizens in that jurisdiction. This includes firearms, parts, magazines, and suppressors. If a state cannot trust us with equipment, we cannot and will not trust them. Our country's founders made a bold stance 250 years ago, a position of opposition to the overbearing restrictions placed onto them. They put their lives, their reputations, their possessions, and their futures on the line. The rights so boldly listed in that declaration were listed and penned specifically to announce our freedoms and liberties. Over time, those words have seemed to faded, and our liberties have eroded slowly. There's some truth there, but I am always curious of everyone who opines on the founding fathers truly shares their sentiment, because a lot of talk about freedom, a lot of talk about, rights and liberties, but very little talk about how the government actually worked, how voting worked, whether full franchise democracy was ever a thing. Women's suffrage. It's just a few things that we just differ on, and it seems like the more we've added in terms of voting rights for certain demographics and, just different things that we've changed over the last couple centuries that have really weakened the American proposition and make it seem that maybe there was a problem at its core. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy here. Okay.
You were definitely crazy, but I think I agree with you on that.
CMMG closed the press release with these words: our loyalty is to the people of this country, to the Constitution of the United States of America. We support law enforcement, but not at the expense of disarming and restricting our fellow citizens. Well, that's very nice. It's a good post. All in all, is it like all that big of a deal? No, but okay. A company making even the slightest positive PR move, even if it's, I hope it's heartfelt, obviously. I'm not trying to be overly cynical, but just saying, it's a good PR move and it's nice. I wish more companies would take this stance. I think that they might be slightly more effective if they all band together and had a similar stance. But
I mean,
CMMG doing the right thing. Good on them.
which position is more influential to you, right? If Geisley said, we sell to law enforcement, we love supplying law enforcement, you still buy Geisley. But then if Geisley came out and said this, would that increase your favorability of Geisley, or does it even matter?
It would be interesting if like a big manufacturer really came out and was like, yeah, we're dropping LE, like actually dropping active LE contracts, right, in places where, you know, citizens' rights were restricted, like places in California where certain things are restricted to civilians but not to law enforcement, and they're like, yeah, we're just not shipping to you anymore. That would be interesting if a company with a lot of active contracts, whether it's Geisley, Daniel Defense, BCM, any of the big players in the industry, made a very positive, aggressive move like that. That would be interesting, but at the same time, I'm not optimistic on that sort of thing happening. I mean, so if Geisley came out and said something like this, I'd be like, oh, good on them. You know, it's a little more impact. It's basically the same thing as CMMG. They're trying to win more support with civilians while, you know, perhaps harming a couple of government contracts. But I mean, it's a good thing. I'm glad you're doing it.
John, you know what? Let's make this a weekly call-in show. Let's call up Mike from Sons and let's get his opinion.
True.
Let's call him every single stream.
I have his number. I'm just going to keep calling him every week. Just for fun. We are actually going to talk about Sons of Liberty Gunworks in a second. But I kind of want to go to something else first because I think that this is actually funnier. And that is going to be my good friend, great friend, Tim from Military Arms Channel. Now, he's a big fan of me. I'm a big fan of him. We both are professional peers and we enjoy each other's time and company and discuss each other often. Of course, as you are well aware, I'm sure. Pardon me as I attempt to grab the right file here. I think it's this one. Yeah, that's the one. Anyways, yeah, kind of. I always forget that he has me blocked on X because, you know, he had a new post, a new thing that he's talking about, shilling, some would say. Some would say, not me, because I'm a good friend of Tim's, of course. But you know, okay, he has a post talking about some newfangled underwear thingamajig, and I wanted to save it as you do, so I added it to my bookmarks. And it turns out I can't because I forgot that Tim blocked me. We've never had an interaction on X, but it is very funny that we cannot speak to one another. Tim, I miss you. Why? Why do you keep blocking me? I've never said anything negative about you ever. Well, other than that one time, but we don't need to talk about that. Anyways, not everyone's body is friendly for appendix carry. This is what we call a.
That's cope.
Well, I was gonna say a size tolerant post right here. You know what I'm saying? This is a safe space for people of size, people of the rotunders as we call them. One company has found a solution that helps make such carry more comfortable for the average user. SRC Tactical is the company, and you can get more info here. Now, this is a paid post, and I guarantee you, okay, this is just, well, okay, I can't say I guarantee you like I have some sort of knowledge of it, like insider information or something, but I'm just saying this reads like a paid post. If I had to guess, right? It seems like it is. It reads like an ad. It's like their talking points with a link. And you can get more information here, blah, blah, blah. Call this number, 1-800, order now, and you'll get XYZ off, right? Am I crazy? This reads like a sponsored post.
I think it is 100%. I don't think you're just reading into it.
Now, the one thing that I always have about that is it doesn't say that it is. You know, it doesn't say like his relationship there, which is like, is it an SEC violation or an FCC violation? I don't remember. It's one of those things. You're not, Tim, okay, I'm just trying to help you out here. You're not supposed to do that, okay? So if there was some sort of compensation and somebody reported you for doing that, it's just like you don't want to get fined, Tim, okay? All right, I know you get paid $7K per X post, but I mean, come on, like, don't get fined, okay? I'm trying to help you out here, buddy, my friend, Tim. Just disclose when you have a relationship with the company, okay? That's all I'm saying. That's all. But anyways, we can go to the website, and I'm sure this will be very illuminating as to the quality of product we have here. Jake, don't get excited, okay? But I have men's crotch for you. Okay? Now, this is the 250th celebration. We have an AI advertisement, dude. AI has absolutely one-shot a lot of advertising companies because it's like, imagine back in the day, you have to pay somebody for their digital artwork and to do graphic design for you. Now you can literally just feed a picture into Grok or name your favorite AI for $6 a month, and you just get spit out, absolute garbage tier advertising, but it technically works, and it's basically free. That way, there you can spend all of that money on skills. That's probably not the right word, but just people who could promote your stuff. Maybe on X. Maybe that's where you could spend all that saved money.
100%.
So, honoring 250 years of freedom. For 250 years, the Constitution, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, buy my underwear. I love all of that. It's like 250 years of freedom of rebellious, rock hard Americans. Buy my underwear. Okay. It just looks like another one of those gimmicks where it's like, hey, you guys like padded underwear, right? The Conceal Core Original. Are you wearing your Conceal Core right now, Jake?
No, I'm wearing Hanes, bro.
Hanes? Dude, I'm wearing stained Hanes right now.
I didn't say that.
Well, it was implied. It's implied within the question. Okay.
So
listen, I know how bachelors live. You can double the lifespan of your underwear if you flip them inside out.
No,
it's literally you can go 2 wash cycles. You're saving water.
Negative, John.
I
am curious though. What is this supposed to do exactly?
Well, you see, for again, people of size, it does have, what do they call this? Their draw pocket or something like that. You got your pocket draw in your draw pocket in your pants, or are you just happy to see me or something like that? You got your little pad for where the gun goes, just one of those things. Don't make it weird, Jake. Why do you always make it weird?
I'm curious as to how this helps anything. Also, they're showing it on dudes who are not big, gigantic, fat people.
Yeah.
So, is this supposed to help big, gigantic, fat people carry appendix? Because I don't think anything is going to help them other than, like, I don't know, a straight razor, maybe.
Right. Anyways, so they 1 week only, 50% off, and they show you have to buy like the specific position. So you got the 3 o'clock pad, you got the 5 o'clock pad. Let's see. Yeah, here it is, the quick draw channel. So, I think that's where your thumb goes because it's like it creates some distance between your gunt and the gun, right? And I mean, it'll help keep some of the sweat and hair and lint off of it, maybe, I guess, because there's a little bit of extra separation. It also won't hurt the finish on your gun because there's like a sweat shield there, right? You got that little channel for your thumb, to like slide right in there.
This is retarded.
Oh, shoot, can't show that. Whoa! $25, dude, for strong side?
Yeah, you can blow me, dude.
Hey, have you bought your Mr. Buttocks?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, oh my gosh. I kind of want one just because it's funny now. I'm wearing my Second Amendment. I'm wearing strong side today. I like how they have different names.
The appendix carry ones are more money. Like,
is that so appendix? Weird. Do you carry a gun here on your hip?
That's not where I carry when I
Mine
carry
goes
appendix.
Directly in front.
Yeah. Mine actually goes a little to the other side, usually.
Oh, yeah, that's because you carry weird.
I do carry weird.
But, wait, can I not move it, though? Because it looks like it's sewn in.
No, it's there. You're locked into that.
Ugh. Imagine why would you do that? Oh, it when you click on the link to buy, it just goes back to the homepage. Okay, whatever. Whatever, bro. What a great website. Anyways, so, that's just Tim over here doing his thing, talking about how it fits and how it's comfier for people of a certain size and demographic. Now, I don't know if these are the two makers of it over here on the right, but I'm just curious.
Yeah, those guys look retarded.
Well, they're in a certain age range, right? Where, I'm not trying to be rude to the people that are a little older. Okay. I the the perky mannequin on the left there, just purely for display with the pink colors, of course, as you
That
made
was
it to be.
Mac's idea. He was like getting all excited when he
It
saw
was
it.
like, got an idea. Okay, listen, when I'm not too busy commenting on eThought's page on my personal Instagram account, mind you, where I also post my children at times. I have a perfect idea for marketing here. Not only you're going to need to pay me, but I need busty mannequins, okay? This is going to sell dozens of pairs of underwear for you. Literally dozens will wear.
And this is for the concealed carry market.
Yes, so essentially this is a concealed carry boxer brief. And it is a padded underwear. It's not a holster, it's a padded underwear that you use with your favorite holster and gun combination. Essentially to get you covered.
Where is it?
An appendix carry, which is what you're doing, and this is what the product is intended for, is to carry the weapon up front, which is a very common method of carry. And so you would normally stick it in here, but
but nobody carries off to one side. No. That's what I'm confused about. Like, nobody carries like that specifically. Does anyone carry over their right?
And if you have like a sidecar, maybe.
No, but with the sidecar, it's even wider, so it needs to be even more in the middle.
Yeah, but the gun itself would be more to the right on a sidecar, probably.
Well, but no, I think the holster has to go inside that pocket.
Yeah, that's like ridiculous.
So you probably can't even fit a sidecar.
That's like boomer. That's boomer appendix carry. That's not real appendix carry.
Well, I know people do like 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock is fine. I mean, I guess technically if the gun is small enough, you can carry wherever the heck you want. But since I carry a full size, it needs to be basically in the middle, okay? There's not a lot of room on either side.
I guess that is like actually where your appendix is. So maybe they went a little too literal.
How we want to be anatomically correct? Okay, bro.
All
right.
I know where my appendix is, John. You know how
I literally don't. I know where my appendix is too. It's in a doctor's office somewhere in a jar, okay? He's been using it to cast voodoo curses on me.
Me too. But I have a scar there, so I know exactly where it was.
And no, I still have my appendix. I'm appendix mogging you right now, Jake.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm appendix maximalist versus appendix minimalist over here.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
See, when I bend over, it's going to hit me in the gut. So if you're carrying a handgun that's a little bit larger, or if you have a little bit of a beer belly, it's going to become more and more uncomfortable. So something like this is going to help with that. Up.
If you're fat AF, this will help you conceal a small size pistol. Yeah, what a weird place to carry, because it also just adds a lot underneath the shirt. You have like this huge pad sticking up. You know what makes a lot more sense than this, Jake? You can just buy a padded holster.
Yeah.
You can just buy a holster with a pad on the back, or get this. Like if you find a Kydex holster like really uncomfortable, you can just put a bit of a foam backer on it.
Yeah.
For like $1, $2. You can buy like a square foot of foam backing. You can just glue that sucker right on there and you'll have a bit more comfortable experience.
You guys might not know this, but what you can do with a cheap Kydex holster and access to a Hobby Lobby is insane. You can basically make whatever you want. Okay.
You guys might also not know this, but if you have a gun, it opens the world to so many possibilities. It's like, wow, you just missed out on the Taco Bell happy hour. Pull out the gun. Suddenly, happy hour is all day. Okay. I've never seen anybody argue with me once the gun comes out. It's almost like a guaranteed win button. It's like cheating in cards. It's fantastic.
Obviously not legal advice. Just be clear on that.
Oh no, it's legal. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And I have a gun. I possess a firearm. Therefore, yeah, I don't know, bro. Freedom isn't free, and neither are my tacta-panties. Dude, they just need to call them tacta-panties, okay? They just need to do that. Now, Jake, as promised, okay, we've got to talk about, unfortunately, Sons of Liberty Gunworks once again. Because I read the most passive-aggressive, I don't even know what the word is, like, upset. They were very upset at me specifically, I think, from a writer, from a reviewer here over at Tasker Network. Now, Tasker Network put out an article a long time ago on the Sons of Liberty Gunworks Mark 1. And they had to write a huge update on this piece, right? And then you can find the article as it was written back in January down below. But the update that they had to put out on the Mark 1 is longer than the original article.
Yeah.
And you could tell what prompted them to update, the article. Okay, I'm going out on a limb here, but I think there was a little bit of controversy surrounding the Mark 1 that prompted them to have to update the whole article. But they were very upset at someone. I'm not sure who. They had some strong words for someone. Again, I'm not entirely sure who they were referencing, but somebody out there made them very upset. Or this guy specifically. What's this guy's name? Anyways.
Something
we'll figure it out.
Probably.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways, so the new standard Sons of Liberty Gunworks Mark 1 carbine. Do you say carbine or carbine?
Carbine, I think.
Carbine.
Yeah, carbine.
It's true.
I think that's the right way to say it.
I've seen enough. Call Mike. True. Anyways, so update 5/29/26. The work on this article took place between November 21st and January 12th, 2026, when it was originally published. At the time of development, the details that were disclosed during the interview, the fact-checking editing process are described in the article. However, since then, the details have changed, and Sons of Liberty Gunworks has publicly disseminated the new information. That's true. These changes warranted this update given the disparity between what was said back then and what is being said now. The SOCOM contract rifles are not equipped with Armad barrels as it was originally articulated. Proof Research, with whom Sons of Liberty Gunworks was collaborating, had not yet finalized the 5.56 twist rate for the new PXC rifling technology, a form of Grindset, blah, 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 moving on from there. Therefore, the guns that were submitted for the SOCOM contract down select only had the stainless steel and chrome-lined P3 rifling barrels. Actually, only the stainless steel, as far as I'm aware. The former of which was selected for the contract award. This decision and down select occurred 2 years ago in 2024. These details are documented in the below screenshot, talking about Mike's post on Instagram. Altogether, given that Mike Michalski mentioned on 2 occasions the other day on Instagram in the above screenshot, back then during the interview process for this article, that there were other down selects beyond that of the SOCOM contract that the Mark 1 rifle or architecture had been submitted to. I like how they're calling it an architecture now, the Mark 1 architecture, when it's like, it's a rifle. Like at the end of the day, like, I think it's the best rifle ever. The Mark 1, as you can buy right now, is just a rifle. Like it has a rail. The stainless steel barrel is pretty accurate. But it's just a rifle. There's actually nothing special at all in the Mark 1. No
John, do you know
materials.
how long it takes to mill that handguard?
Well, dude, he was talking about that, and the handguard is 300 bones on Icon Tactical or Icon Defense, whatever it is. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think 3 hours really to do that, to do a little bit of texture on the rail, really okay. Like, listen, I don't know, maybe it is funny too, because I don't think Sons of Liberty Gunworks is doing that. Somebody else is charging them that machining time, so maybe they're actually getting taken advantage of, because Icon Tactical or whoever is doing the rail engraving for them is like, oh no, this is really difficult. This takes like 10 hours of machine time that we need to charge you $1,000 per rail for.
So,
good.
The way I understand it, though, with why the rifle is so expensive, is that the actual cost for the contract is probably closer to like $1,500 or something. And then just the nature of military contracts, there's some gay, weird law where they have to sell it for a certain percentage
40% less.
It has to be a bunch more, even if it doesn't warrant that. Has to be sold for more on the private market.
Yeah, I think it's 40%. I think they have to undercut civilian sales or market sales by 40%.
So I mean,
So,
at
again,
the price that they're selling these for, like for the contract, it's probably a pretty good deal, honestly.
well, you could just do the math. I mean, it's $3,000 for the civilian version. I guarantee you, it's probably $2,000, $1,800 for the military version.
Yeah, which
I
is
guarantee.
probably. I mean, I think that's a good deal for what it is. Probably, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, for $1,800, that's a great deal. Fantastic. You know, $1,800, that's a pretty solid recommended 1,800.
Yeah, this is what happens when you lick boots, guys.
Yeah. Anyways, in retrospect, it would appear that there was some conflation of details that were disclosed, likely in the excitement of the success regarding the SOCOM contract. In other words, while the Tasker report was meant to focus solely on the Mark I in the form factor that won the SOCOM contract, additional details for other down selects, such as those called for by the HICAR solution like Armad barrels, were also disclosed, albeit with no delineation towards which attributes applied to which version of the Mark I. So again, they're saying, hey, you know, we talked with Mike and he said, you know, Armad barrel and this and that. But, you know, what he meant to say was the Armad and PXT is for the new HICAR contract, which wasn't disclosed yet. And we just didn't know. So we had to put out, you know, when we put out our Mark I article, it mentioned the Armad barrels, and that's like the heart and soul and the cool thing about it. Anyways, given the rules and regulations of procurement and contract awards, Sons of Liberty Gunworks is only permitted to sell SOCOM what they submitted and won the contract with. They cannot go back and send rifles with Armad barrels. They must send rifles with stainless steel barrels. Again, that's what won the contract. So there is no difference between what's available to buy and what's being used by NSW. Therefore, and in no uncertain terms, the Sons of Liberty Gunworks Mark I was commercially available well before the SOCOM contract was announced, and people were already buying them by that time that the news broke, at least 6 months beforehand. The Mark I that is to be delivered for the SOCOM contract uses the same stainless steel barrel and the same bolt group carrier group as the commercial Mark I that anyone could buy. While a batch of BCGs with AirMat 100 bolts were made available via retailer, it was a limited release. The AirMat 100 bolts were never included in the SOCOM contract guns. The SOCOM contract guns never shipped with any special bolts or Armad barrels. Nobody has those yet, because Proof's PXT rifling twist for 5.56 wasn't finalized, and they couldn't make the Armad barrels with the PXT rifling until that got done. So, moving down to the bottom, any conjecture, this is the part where they got spicy about a certain someone, any conjecture alleging that Sons of Liberty Gunworks was lying to the commercial market by claiming to sell the contract gun, albeit without disclosing the inclusion of lesser quality internals than those included in the contract guns, especially when Sons of Liberty Gunworks had always been upfront that the commercial guns weren't going to have the same barrel as the contract guns before complications arose that precluded the submission of Armad barrels for the SOCOM contract. It is to be disregarded outright as deceptive misinformation from disingenuous sources acting in malice. Okay, and we'll get into their article in just a second. So again, people like me need to be disregarded outright as deceptive misinformation for disingenuous sources acting in malice. The credibility and character of anyone claiming to have spoken to anyone at Sons of Liberty Gunworks in spite of making such allegations is to be scrutinized. If someone had the ability to speak to the company directly and clarify matters and had actually done so, they would have no such allegations of underhanded marketing or salesmanship to offer. Now, that is quite funny because they're not applying the same standard to themselves, because they did have an interview with Mike. They could have asked any clarifying questions, and they failed to do so, and then get upset that I just run with the information that they put out in their article, because you can just run down like 2 steps from here. And actually, let me find it real fast, because in there, now you go to their regular article that they posted. Anyways, no, we know that update. Here we go.
So they're calling you a liar,
basically,
and disingenuous and malicious.
But again, if you go down in their original article right here, the barrel material is the real star of the show here and has already received some acknowledgement in the public eye. Armad is a newer and extremely resilient metal that's used for the contract Mark Is. That's in their original article. They are making the claim in their original article that, yes, the Mark Is have the Armad barrel steel. And they're citing Mike's original video on the Mark I. And then they have the audacity to, in their update, say that anyone claiming that the Sons of Liberty Gunworks Mark 1 has an Armad barrel is malicious and disingenuous and is doing so out of malice. When literally you can just go down and you yourself in the original article are claiming that and muddying the water. Nice job. Nice job, Tasker Network. Great work. Add it to the collection of things going in the how not to market your rifle video, which again, it just keeps getting bigger every day. Every day somebody does an update, somebody does a cope, somebody does a seethe, and I just, catalog all of them with details and dates. And it's going to be a monster of a video because the timeline is going to be so wacky, in terms of like having to then reinsert this back into the timeline on 5/29 after we have the original article that went back in January, and everybody's videos and the way that they've changed what they've said and tried to update or hide or delete or edit their videos post. It's going to be a very, very funny video. It'll be rather long. And again, my stance on the Mark 1 has not changed. I think it is a fine or a good rifle that is too expensive for the average person. Ta-da!
I would agree with that. It does seem, it's kind of ironic though, in this little memorandum or whatever, what would you call this?
Their update? Their
update,
tome?
their edit.
This is a serious update.
They accuse anonymous individual of being malicious and disingenuous, but it would seem to me that they're kind of being malicious and disingenuous with the update in this article.
Well, it seems like they're trying to not just take accountability for their actions, which I mean, if everybody just did the exact same thing and was like, hey, you know what? We all got a little too excited and we were all wrong. The Sons of Liberty Gunworks Mark 1 never had an Armad barrel, even though, in the original press release that Sons of Liberty Gunworks put out, they talk about the Armad barrels, even though a lot of the articles that came out at the time. And again, this is not the only article to claim that the Sons of Liberty Gunworks contract guns have Armad barrels. This is not the only article. This is not the only person. Like literally dozens and dozens of people have made the claim throughout the 2 years that the Mark 1's been available that the Armad version is the one that won the contract gun. And then they'll say that the contract gun is the same one that you can buy, when again, those two things cannot possibly be true at the same time.
Huh.
So, yeah, they're just they're upset, and it would be much easier. Like if they had just not put out the last sentence, the last couple paragraphs of their update, like I wouldn't have anything to even respond to here. But because they're saying, alleging the Sons of Liberty Gunworks was lying to the commercial market by claiming to sell the contract gun, again, like, pardon my French, but nigga, you were the one claiming they were selling the Armad barrel. Like, that was in your original article right here, dog. Like, that was you, Tasker Network. Wasn't anybody else. Nobody forced you to print that. You printed that on your own this year, by the way. Like, in January. Because the Mark 1's been out since 2024. So you had 2 years to check your sources and just didn't, and then you're upset that I come out and make the exact same claim that you do, just in a negative way. Like, oh, by the way, these don't have that barrel. They don't have that bolt, and they're charging you way too much money for it. Anyways, that's gun news, I think. I think that's all that I had. Some fun stuff for that. Let's talk about Desert Rat. Desert Rat, I don't think he's coming on, man. Don't think it's going to happen. I'm very sad. Well, I sent him to join. I asked him to come on, and it doesn't seem like he's going to make it, which is very sad.
That's a damn shame, too, because you know what? He's a good kid. He means well.
He's got heart. He's got soul.
He's got heart. He's got soul. Yeah, he's too busy. Randy said he's too busy. He's way too busy to hear you talk, Randy. That's for sure.
Dude, I like how aggressive he is sometimes. Just randomly, he'll be very, very upset.
Yeah, he's a spunky kid. He's an absolute gem. He's our special little sacred lol cow in the community. And
he's not a lol cow. Don't say that.
Well,
It's not nice.
I
Why
think
would you
it's
say
nice.
that, Jake?
He's like our little Chris Chan in the making.
Chris, that's not in the making. We are not making a Chris Chan.
We're
Jake,
developing
that
him.
is
We're
that is a
developing him.
bannable offense. We are not forcing him down the Chris Chan pipeline.
I didn't mean he's going to become literal Chris Chan. Just
You said Chris Chan in the making.
Like our own twist on it. All right.
Our own twist on it, like we're making something.
John, don't concern yourself with these things, all right?
Oh, jeez. Okay, well, let's get to your guys' support, and then we'll get to some funny rage bait. We've got lots of funny rage bait. We've got animal on animal violence. Now, I do have to say, Jake, I know that there was a $20 super chat ahead of time. It unfortunately, through the shenanigans of switching computers in the middle of a live stream, did not get saved. So
yeah, it was I think
Handsome Horse. Handsome Horse dropped $20 right off the bat. And I know he said Big Toe Money Monday for Jake, Free Dugan, Christ is King. And I know he wants it, even though he's not here. We're giving him BTM too. So here you go, ladies and gents. Take this for a Monday. Big Toe Money. Big Toe Money Monday.
So talking a grin like that, everybody laughing, but he still broke when that shoelace tight, he don't fold. It's all I got Super Saiyan, big toe game. I'm not playing, I'm like Goku. Dragon Balls about to come all over these walls. It's all I got Super Saiyan, big toe game. I'm not playing, I'm like Goku. Dragon Balls about to come all over these walls.
It's so beautiful, Jake. It makes me happy. It makes me smile. It makes me want to run a mile. Okay, I know. I'm trying to think. I think Chud McGill sent a $2 calling me later and gayer than Lindsey Graham.
Yeah. And then Lightspore said he sent, I think, $2 saying something about John, if you don't start streaming now, I'm going to grape Richard or something.
No, it was Desert Rat,
Grape
wasn't it?
Desert Rat, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe that's
maybe
why he doesn't want to come on if you're gonna rape him. Gosh. This is the ultimate rape review right now.
Grape, okay.
Great, that's true. True. Zanico for 2 says, John, stop messaging me on Graham. Brad is noticing. I don't know who you are or who Brad is, but I don't care who I message. You can't stop me. That's what that block button is for, okay? Pull a Tim and block me. Try it. I'm in your walls. Art Vandalay for 5 says, in honor of a departed politician, Johns decides to be later than his demise and gayer than the man himself. Well, it would be hard, okay? But I will say again, perfect track record, Mr. Lindsey Graham, on no sexual assault abuse allegations against women. Specifically for women. Oh, there it is. Lightsport for 2 says, John, start before I grape Desert Rat. Oh, dude, no way. Speaking of the man, the myth, the legend himself, dude. Desert Rat, you good, homie? I'll let him figure it out before we bring him on. Thank you, Lightspore. Let me know when you got it, Desert Rat. Lightspore for 2 says, hey, play the intro, John. We need to wait more. I know, I should play the intro again. Dude, the intro was like saved on my other PC, all my tabs, everything. What a ridiculous show. Thank you, Lightspore. Polly B for 2 says 1 hour late, cold open. Is this a bit? Actually, it would be a really funny bit.
It was a good
Desert
bit.
Rat, you good, homie? Wait, sorry, go ahead, Jake.
It was a good bit, I think. We planned it out.
We'll try it again.
It was really good.
Desert Rat, you good, man? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what up, man? How's your night going?
Good. I'm just trying to fix my audio.
Oh, you're good. You actually sound pretty good. You sound good to you, Jake?
Yeah, I think he sounds good. He's nice and clear.
I know. I'm just trying to get things connected to my headset. That's all.
Okay, you work on that. We'll go through these super chats, man. Polly B for 5 says, wait just 1 minute, John. Is the BTM clip safe? Is it all right? Well, fortunately, the clips are saved on StreamYards. So while my PC is sitting over there dead, the StreamYards magically in the cloud somewhere is just fine. Thank you, Polly B. Dr. Fuzzy for 5 says, GunTube likes to suck up to Geisley or G Money. but they are selling to most federal agencies, and they are slowly switching to Geisley over Daniel Defense. I know from experience. Well, no, I agree with that in terms of like Geisley taking over some of the market or getting some additional market share. But I don't know if that in and of itself is a bad thing, unless you think that that you can in no way, shape, or form ever sell to a government agency, right? So, and that's the thing. If a company or a product gets really good, agencies are going to go after it. That's just how it is. Thank you, Dr. Fuzzy. Spec for 5 says the most relevant CMMG has ever been was being featured as a product placement in Arma 3. Lol. Well, not only Arma 3, okay, but I have it on good authority that. Oh wait, no, it's not. I was going to say it's in GFL 2, but that's the the XCR. So tragic. Thank you, Spec. Zanico for 2 says John is greater than Tim. Well, not in terms of size, because Tim is a large man. Tim is like 6'5", I want to say 6'4". He's a big man. And about a foot taller than me. Zanico for 2 says, Jake, BPM panties, you know what to do. Big dude, what? Actually is around the fire watching right now. I need a BPM right now.
No,
okay?
no.
Big penis Monday panties. Okay, that's what I need. Desert Rat's getting it sorted. Don't worry, guys. Thank you, Zany. Thank you, Zany again. Logan sucks at shooting for 2 says, hey Jake, you come into Area 3, you should join us.
Where's that at?
We talked about it last time. It's like 4 hours north of you. It's in like Nebraska or something.
It's like 6 or 8 hours away.
It's like 12 hours away. It's fine. Dude, Logan is in 2 weeks is driving like 11 hours to come shoot a major with me in North Dakota of all places.
I don't know if I'm going to go. Logan might shoot me after all the harassment I've given to him for being
you'll have a great time.
To horse girls.
Just don't wear ponytails or ears, or else he's going to do something else to you, bro. Not going to shoot you unless you break a leg. Thank you, Logan. Grinder for 5 says, I carry it tucked to one side and it's trenched approved. Yeah, this is a tuck certified underwear. Thank you, Grinder admin. Appreciate that. Thanks for watching. No Yade, member for 1 month, says, I can't decide what 5.56 upper to get. Optic 2. You should get a SIG Romeo 5 Gen 1 and a PSA Freedom, or if you can find it, hopefully a BCA 20-inch A2 upper. Yeah, Bear Creek Arsenal, SIG Romeo 5 Gen 1 specifically. That's what I recommend for you. Yeah,
John.
That's good. It's good stuff. Any complaints? Spirited for 2 says, did he fix his Sig Tango? It was pretty cag. We'll ask him, when he's up. Desiree, you good? No. Thank you, Spirited. Atrementar for 5 says, in case my haiku didn't post, a poem for Big Toe Money Mondays. Jake's toes make bank. More than he can count. His sock is for saving. His shoe, a checking account. Very nice. Very nice.
Is that a haiku?
Yeah, I like that. Lightsport for 2 says, forehead of the... Yeah, there is some physiognomy going on with some of these individuals. Deseret, you there?
He's lurking.
He's lurking. It's like Jaws in the background. You know he's there, but you can't see him.
Okay. Headset is not working, so I'm just going to do this through speaker.
Oh, that's fine.
We'll do it live.
That's right. That is the mentality I need right now. Thank you.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Based co-host, Desert Rat. Holly B for $20 says, Big Toe money saved to the cloud. Holden Blood Feast, respectable bipartisan from South Carolina dead. John, hit me with the John Ham Dance club beat in the live submissions. Oh, no. Oh, this one? Polly, you posted the stupid thing without posting the link. You're just making me copy and paste it.
Fine, I'll turn camera on. All right.
Yeah, you can turn your camera on if you want.
Well, they're asking me to do it, so.
Well, yeah, you got to give the people what they want. Duh, obviously.
Okay, fine.
Desiree, you don't have to listen to the comments, okay? There's a lot of bad faith actors.
Comments are law. The audience is always correct. Here is for Paulie B. The Big Toe Money Monday substitute is John Hamm dancing. Very based of you.
Very based.
Todd and Dogs for 3 over on Ko-Fi says, please pray for my Yorkie Sylvie, only 8 years old, full of tumors. I'm sorry, that is just that.
Show your toes. I'm not going to show you my fucking
toes.
Terrible
sentence, though. I'm just the way you phrase that. That is never fun to deal with, though. I'm very sorry to hear that. I've lost a couple of gold chicks dying over there. I've lost a couple of golden retrievers to cancer and tumors and stuff. So it's not a fun thing to go.
Yeah,
God's will be done. Luke 12:6. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies, yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Thank you very much, John Dogs. I'll pray for you. Dogs are part of the family. I get it, man.
Absolutely.
It's very rough to go through that, and I pray that it is a for the best for you.
I'm also praying for you.
I got a little emotional there. You can see tears in my eyes. I just
yeah, you get it together, Jake. Get it together, Jake.
You can do it, bro. I believe in you.
Aptac for 3 says, children are a little safer today. Blessings from Appalachia. Yeah. Boy children for sure are a lot safer today. Black people hate stocks for 3 says, later and gayer than 10 dudes blowing 20 dudes. God bless. Sorry about your uncle passing. Hey, ditch hand bomb, you watch it, boy.
And I'm also sorry for being late. I had other obligations.
Oh no, you're totally good, man. Don't worry about it. Now here's one for Jake. Nutting inside of an Uma plushie says, don't speak ill of the dead, only speak good. Lindsey Graham is dead. Good. Crab emoji, 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 crab emoji. Thank you very much, nutting inside an Uma plushie.
Hey man, that's
R.I.P. Lindsay.
Did you know Lindsay? Deseret, were you a fan of his?
I was, yes.
You were a fan. Like, what was one of your best memories of
him committing war crimes against children in the Middle East?
That was the highlight. Okay. All right. What was like a low point in Lindsay's career? Do you remember the bad times? Because often, somebody dies and you try and only remember the good times that you had with them. But like, what was like, like Lindsay shouldn't have said that. Shouldn't have done that.
The clusterfuck that was Libya.
Libya. Okay. Specifically Libya. Okay. All right. Fair enough. I agree. Libya was not done well, not handled well. Subarctic Psycho for 10 over on Ko-Fi says, I'm glad to see you're alive and well, John. I was worried someone else might have gotten to you before I could save you. Oh,
wow.
Thank you. That's so nice of you, Subarctic Psycho. You're so kind. You're so kind. Lost Arrow for 5 says, United States of Desert Rats. Trook Nuke. Thank you, Lost Arrow. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Lost. Love you, bro.
Let's see here, guys. I'm going to have you two react to some wonderful clips. Okay.
All right.
First off, we have... Oh, dear. Well, I'll let you be the judge. Okay, Jake, what are you thinking? You like this one or this one? Now, I do have to warn you that there is animal violence in both of these videos. So if you're sensitive or... a little intolerant of violence against animals, you might want to turn off now, okay?
This one looks funnier.
It does, yeah.
It's pretty funny. All right, so here we have... Now, I've said my piece about canines. I love dogs, okay? But...
As do I.
Worst case scenario here is getting bit by a canine. Like, if the canine ever comes out, like, not only are you still getting arrested, but now you're getting mauled. And your hands, your leg, your arm, and you just got puncture wounds everywhere. It's just a misery. And if you hit the dog, then it's like, now you have additional charges. So it's just not a good idea. Okay, guys, little friendly advice. When the dog comes out, it's just kind of over, okay? Just take the handcuffs and get in the car. Trust me, handcuffs and getting in the car is way better than being mauled by a dog. Then getting the handcuffs put on you and put in the car.
I'd rather ride the lightning instead of getting bit by a dog.
You'd rather what?
Ride the lightning and get tased.
Oh, ride the lightning. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, no, 100%. I'd rather get tased as well. I think in the hierarchy of pain, getting tased is not only funnier, but has way less deleterious effects down the road for sure.
Exactly.
Hold it. Watch out. Hold it. Get him.
Now, also, I just said there's like 4 officers here, and they are not able to get this dude in check. I don't know what their problem is, but they are not having a good time controlling literally one guy.
Dude's probably on drugs.
He must be.
Get him. Quit fighting. Quit fighting. Let go. Quit fighting. Let go my dog.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
So, like, they are all over this guy, and then I like how the dog handler is really indignant, and he's like, "Let go of my dog. Let go of my dog." It's like, well, I don't know if, like, it's pretty natural, right? Just you're getting bit by something to just, like, put a hand and try and stop it in some way, like, obviously, right? That just makes sense that you would do that, because getting bit by a dog, it's not fun.
No.
It's not good. But, there's one thing that you would... Okay, I'll ask both of you, okay? Okay, Jake, you're getting bit by a dog while being held down by 3 men, okay? A normal Tuesday night for you. What's your first instinct?
As a white man, probably just gonna do whatever they tell me to do. Stop resisting.
Yeah.
Well, are they cops? Am I being arrested, or am I being just assailed by?
Well, I mean,
people?
the 3 men are holding you down, and the dog is biting you. Like,
I mean, if they're not cops, well, I'm not gonna say that. If they're not cops and they're just assaulting me like this, I'm probably gonna start. I'm gonna draw my firearm and start blasting.
Understood. Okay. All right. That's an interesting response. So, Desert Rat, okay. You're being held down by 3 people. Let's assume they're not cops for the sake of argument here. You're getting bit by a dog. What's the first thing you do?
Draw my weapon.
Okay, fair enough.
You can't just say the same thing that I did, Desert Rat.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I did.
Let go of my dog! Let go of my dog! Let go of my dog! Stop fighting! Stop fighting!
Yeah, no, that's definitely method.
Hell yeah.
Now, neither of you, surprisingly, said bite the dog back, which I was a little surprised, because honestly, that was my intuition as well, was, listen, I got 3 guys on me trying to hold me down, a dog's biting me. Like, I'm gonna bite the dog back. I'm gonna teach it who's boss. Like, 2 people can play at that game, okay? All right?
That would be my second answer, John.
You bite the dog, yes, of course. But dude, just the absolute, like, rage, like, upset at this dog, and then just goes, again, animal on animal violence here. Where's a good screenshot of it? Somewhere around here. Just goes in for the bite. Just
oof.
People cannot, they can't, there's like, again, there's 3 police officers on the guy, cannot hold him back, cannot stop him. He just has to.
Stop fighting!
Yeah, no, that's definitely method.
Ah, man, I do not envy a cop's job. Now, unfortunately, they did have to put the dog down after this because it also contracted AIDS from the encounter. So it's very tragic. The dog died in the line of duty, but it's just one of those things where it had to be done. Very sad.
Poor doggo. John, I'm pretty sure that was a method.
I'll take your word on it, your insight for it. Do you have a lot of experience with meth heads?
Well, I'm from Phoenix, so I've encountered plenty of tweakers.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it helps with your reasoning faculties. Yeah. Also, yeah, you do get another charge for that for sure. Assaulting a police dog. I don't think the dog actually died. Okay, that was a joke.
Well,
Doggo remained unharmed.
That was a joke.
It got a good scratching and a good pet and a treat afterwards for doing its job.
As
No
far as I
humans were
know,
harmed in making this video.
as far as I know, assaulting or killing a police canine, they try to charge you with like the same as assaulting or killing a police officer.
Yep.
So be
Well,
careful,
I think
guys.
if I had the original, I could tell you what he actually got charged with, but I don't because my computer died. But anyways, here we have another one. So she gets arrested for beating her boyfriend. Now, you know, certain women just have certain attributes about them that are like red flags. Okay, as far as you know, what's ironic here, there's this hot crazy matrix. Okay, where you're at like, you know, the peak and it's like, okay, she's really hot, but then she's also insane. With this girl, it's basically a flat line. You know, it's just laying flat on the x-axis. Maximum hot, zero attract, maximum crazy. Apologies. Maximum crazy, zero hot. Just not even on the hot scale at all.
Chat, can we clip that, please?
Yeah,
Chad,
no.
clip that. That's okay. I'll just kill myself. Anyways,
100% insanity.
Yeah, a little bit of a red flag. Anyways, let's see her reaction to being arrested. Oh, how did that get smaller?
All I wanted to do it, ain't nobody letting me do.
Okay. All right, that should be loose. This is loose.
No, it's not loose. Just take them off.
I'm not taking them off.
I'm not gonna do it to you, bruh.
No.
Do not trust her.
How this works.
You say that, however.
I love what's the word that I'm looking for? The chutzpah, perhaps? The gall to just go grab your cell phone while you're in handcuffs, like in a waiting room.
Audacity.
Yeah, the audacity, right? Just the arrogance to be like, I'm gonna call my daddy. I need my phone. I've been asking for my phone. Axing. I've been asking for my phone. Where my phone at? Also, Jake, what do you think about this side profile here?
I don't even know what I'm looking at.
What are you talking about? This is Helen of Troy.
Hell no.
I was kind of confused. Like, pardon me for thinking about this, but what is that around the waist? Is that like the?
Those are the
That's wild.
The calcium cannons have gone
What did you say, John? What did you say, John?
Calcium cannons.
Is that what you said?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
John, I have a semi.
I'm bringing up Bradley.
Memory.
Leave Bradley out of this, okay?
We're doing that. We're not being on the phone.
Okay, all I did was literally ask my phone this whole time. Let me call my daddy. Whoa.
No, ma'am. We're not doing that.
Calcium cannons, John, 2026.
Man, bro.
What?
Why is that staring at me? Stop having this face. Stop having to stare at me.
Stop.
Stop having to stare at me.
Because you're in custody. It's called camera footage.
Okay. Well, I don't want no camera footage. Get it off of.
What's supposed to be there?
The last thing, and I don't know. There's a lot of funny memes here. Okay, that one could make.
The last thing a carton of watermelon sees after it gets stolen from Walmart.
Yeah, something like this. Yeah.
Camera footage. Get it off of me.
No. You're not going to continue touching my stuff.
Okay, well, stop touching my.
You're not going to be on the camera. Stop.
Oh my gosh.
Man, you know my nerves. I'm dead.
She's
Man,
working
give me
herself up into a rage.
Bruh, all I literally asked.
You do not have a right to that. Sit down.
Bruh, all I asked you for was my phone. We was at the goddamn hotel.
I need you to take it down to a 4. You're at a 12.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
I think you'd be a good cop, Deseret.
Sit down. Sit down.
I mean, I have respect for law enforcement. However, I do not have patience for it.
Man, bro.
All right, Deseret, if you were a cop, what would you want to do? What would your dream job be?
Probably SWAT for Phoenix PD.
Yeah. Gotcha. No, that'd be a fun job.
All right, now get ag back, Charlie. Hey, Jim, you sent that. We're good. You sent back ag back.
I love the ability, the inclination of these types of people to upgrade minor charges into like life sentences or death sentences. It's truly a remarkable feat that these people have. Like, you're being arrested for being too loud somewhere or like stealing something super minor, of course, and you're getting detained and you'll be out in like a couple of hours, right? They're not going to do anything to you. You're going to be out in a little while, and you just have to, put your foot in it. You just have to, you can't be quiet. Okay. She should have just calmed down, but wasn't quite working out for her there. And then she just has to assault a police officer who's being nothing but kind to her.
It's the mindset of like, I'm gonna make sure they do something to me before I get out of here.
Yeah, I gotta show them who's boss as I'm in handcuffs in a waiting room to get booked.
Yeah, I mean, it's the mindset of like it is kind of like a chimpanzee thing, right? You have to assert dominance.
Well, you see, Jake.
Wait, what are you saying, Desert Rat? Desert Rat, what are you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, John.
That's really problematic, Desert Rat. There is no mindset. Taser. Ah, dude, on the other computer, I had the taser clip too.
Taser would be funny to watch.
All right, guys, another charge. Wonderful. Woo!
That face.
And I like how chill the officer.
Dude, it's just like pure hatred and rage. Like any sort of reasoning or like forethought.
John, your audio's gone.
Yeah.
Sorry, is it
your
off?
audio died? Yeah,
am I back
you
on
said
now?
any reasoning or forethought. What else?
Like all the cognitive functions have just been reduced to like survival instinct rage, like a trapped rat. No offense, Desert Rat. It's just like I gotta just
None
fight.
taken.
I just gotta, whatever happens next, I just have to fight. Like no reasoning. And again, she's in no actual danger. If she just shut her mouth, challenge impossible, right? This whole situation would be resolved amicably for the most part.
Nah, man, John, because the cops they be shooting black people, like for real.
Yeah, dude. True. Speaking of black people, RBL says camera on or kick.
Shut up, RBL.
Desert Rat. I don't know, man. The people want to see your beautiful face. Okay, that's a future. That's a future. What department did you want to be SWAT of?
Phoenix PD.
That's a future Phoenix PD SWAT officer you're talking to, RBL. Show some respect.
Bloomington. Yep, I sure will. All good. Thanks.
Dude, they really want you to get on cam, Desert Rat. I think, honestly, you need to extort them, okay? Now, here's a little business tip here. If somebody wants something from you desperately, don't give it to them for free, okay? So now is your chance to make a little bit of money, okay? To be like, listen, you want to show my face? You want the goods? You're going to have to, make it worth my time, so to speak, Desert Rat.
Okay. Okay, if you guys tip, I don't know, 20, 25 bucks, I'll show my face.
There you go. You heard it from the man himself, okay? $25, $50, $100 to get, yeah, that's right, Richard, to get some respect on that rat. To show the rat his due. Give the man his due.
All right. I will show my face.
He's doing it for free now.
No, wait, you gotta wait. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, God damn it.
No, you're fine, dude. I'm just kidding with you. I'm not. You listen, I invite you on the stream. You can just hang out. I'm not gonna force you to do anything that you wouldn't want to do otherwise, okay? I'm not like Jake. I'm not gonna peer pressure you into being a meanie or something like that.
Excuse me.
Couldn't be me. Wouldn't be me.
Well,
But
it can be.
speaking of 20,
try not to.
the handsome horse, camera on, rat. Well, listen, before you did it before he even paid you the $20. So that was forethought right there, Desert Rat. Thank you, handsome horse.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let's talk about this. We have another one. Okay, this is a bit of a white pill. Not even a wait. He turned his camera off after getting the money. Diabolical. Absolutely diabolical right there, dude. He just was like, yeah, I'll take your money and I'll run with it, dude. Scam artist rat confirmed. Listen, he has rat in his name. Like, what did you expect? What what else could have happened?
Hi, how's it going?
There we go. All right. So, anyways, this meme just always comes into play, like every single time. So I just shot you in your car. Here's why you aren't allowed to hit me with it. This is from earlier today. New image from today's ICE-involved shooting in Maine, of all places.
Of course,
Shows bullet holes in the vehicle's window. The image was sent to me by someone on the ground before police covered up the scene. So, yet again, you cannot use your vehicle to ram ICE agents, who are attempting to extract dangerous individuals from your community. If you do that, spoiler alert, it often turns into, a death sentence when it shouldn't be.
Yes.
You don't need to die for invaders. You don't need to do that. Waste of time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Deseret.
Like to quote that one Florida sheriff, if you do that, we will kill you graveyard dead.
True, dude. That is a good quote from that guy.
So, I do want to hone in on that for a second. Dying for invaders, right? Deseret, how do you feel about invaders? I know you've got maybe kind of a sensitive history when it comes to invaders.
Well, actually, there's a lot of Desert Rat lore that people don't know.
However,
so, Desert Rat, just to give you a little bit of background. Oh, how Native American are you?
Quarter on my father's side, eighth on my mom's side.
And you currently live on a reservation?
See.
Correct. Right. Okay, so with that, now give your take on the invaders, so to speak.
I think we should have a closed border.
What do we do with the people on the inside right now?
The illegal aliens that are currently committing crimes against the American people. If there's, surely heinous crimes, I say death sentence.
Based? Mega based? Now, what if there was like 100 million people here that shouldn't be here, who maybe have been here for a long time? What do we do with those people? They're just living here. They're not necessarily committing active crimes, but
Then
just they're... Well, okay, fair enough. I agree, honestly. So have you thought about politics in your future? Because I know that having certain attributes like, being black, gay, bisexual, Native American, such as yourself, they're kind of boons in the modern era in terms of being electable, right? Because people want somebody who's, not white, basically. If you're just not stereotypical white, it's like you can get a whole other voting. I don't know why Jake is laughing at me.
I look white, though. I don't know what you mean, John.
Well, I know you look white, okay, but it's in the same way that like Jake looks white. We all know he's not.
Deseret, here's the thing, dude. You may look white, but you can do the feathers and the beads, and people can't say shit about it because it's your culture. So then they'll know what you are,
That is true, and I have done that.
Do you have like feathers and beads and stuff, or is that just not really a thing?
No, I
do. Who's that Pocahontas lady? What's her name? Elizabeth Warren. You're literally like 10 times the Indian she is.
We do not claim her.
Well, no, I know she's not Indian at all. You're literally 10 times the Indian she is. Or sorry, Native American. Actually, I gotta is it insensitive to say Indian? Like when I say Indian, I don't mean somebody from halfway across the world. I mean,
to some people, yes, but to others, we don't care what you call us as long as we're not late for supper.
Nice. Based. Now, in terms of like your Indian heritage, you did mention something on Discord the other day about a was it a rain dance or something like that? Have you ever performed a rain dance?
I have.
Did it work?
Yes, we are getting rain as we speak. It was thundering as well.
Well, it doesn't count if you start the rain dance while it's already raining. Surely it has to not be raining.
Before that.
Oh, okay. And then it started. I see. I got you. Oh, all right. I did have some questions for you though from chat. Randy reviews it for 10. Okay, another man. I was trying to think of how to phrase that. It says, can Desert Rat tell me his 5 favorite pistol drills to run with his camera on? ? Well, your camera is on. So when you're at the range, Desert Rat, what are your 5 favorite pistol drills?
I don't do a whole lot of drills, but if I try to do any, it's more so I think the one that I actually do try to do the most is Either a Mozambique or a bill drill. So like 6 shots.
Based, yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, those two are classics. I love those two. Fantastic. So Mozambique, bill drill. How often do you go to the range?
Not very often because of transportation.
Right. Well, can you shoot on res? Is that allowed, or do you have to go to like a range somewhere else?
I can. It's just it has to be 250 yards away from any man-made building.
Oh, okay. Is there not a lot of open space there, or is there a lot of open space? Sorry, in my mind, I'm thinking like reservation, like some old timey 1800s things, but in reality, it's like housing, tracks. What's up?
There's a lot of space. Hell, our houses are like half a mile like space from each other.
Oh, gotcha. So you could theoretically just go outside your front door and shoot.
I could, yes.
Gotcha. What is lights? I don't know what Lightspore is talking about, but he says, Rat, when was the last time you beat it to Valk? Oh no. Oh, I get this now. Valkyrie. Dude, I had somebody on Instagram send me like the whole lore dump on all of that, and man, that is a tough read. Have you ever read all of that? Because it's like the person has a purple heart. There's obviously some PTSD, like mental trauma from the whole, war situation, but then just the end result of it is one of the most like disgusting, degenerate things known to man, right? It's what a disgusting world that I live in. Damn. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Spirited says for 5 says we need to put Deseret on whatever Chris Benoit was on so he can join the Phoenix SWAT group effort to start a $10,000 PED cycle for him. No, I don't think Deseret needs a PED cycle. I think just a bicycle would do. Not a PED cycle, not a pedsicle. Sounds wrong. Just a bicycle.
It does.
PED stands for performance enhancing drugs.
Oh, like the shit that Michael Jones is on?
Yeah.
Which one's Michael Jones?
Grantham.
Oh, dude! I mean, you can just look up his whole stack. He'll tell you what his whole stack is, bro. Dude, I forgot about that. Although in his case,
Deseret and Grantham are on a first and last name basis.
True, dude. Well, they run in the same circles, A lot of single moms in the area, if you know what I'm saying. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. No. How much for Jake and Desert Rat to join Naked and Afraid as a team?
No.
That's not going to end well.
Randy, whenever you get down to like 120 pounds, I'll do that.
Wait, why would he get down to 120 pounds? Is that what you weigh, Jake?
It's not possible. That's why I said it.
Oh, you wouldn't go on Naked and Afraid with Randy? Or with Desert Rat?
I'm not going on. No, I'm not going on with anybody. I'm not going on Naked and Afraid.
I would be a liability for Naked and Afraid. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Well, okay, Desert Rat, but if I was going to pay you like $1 million, right?
Oh, yeah.
Why would you be a liability?
Because of my vision plus other health issues.
Oh,
I thought you meant you were going to just like be an animal out of control, cause problems for them legally.
Desert Rat, can you yell, what's good about this optic? Just full volume.
What's good about this optic?
It's good. One more time. Just a little louder.
What's good about this optic?
There we go. Perfect. Thank you, Desert Rat. Thank you, Spec. Randy reviews it. Won't stop. Says Desert Rat, explain your dental hygiene routine.
I brush twice a day. What are you on about?
Based. Nice. Good job. I think Randy's British, so he has really bad teeth. So he's really jealous of other people's.
Well, some of my teeth are kind of fucked up. Like some of them are pushed in.
Oh yeah, it happens, man. I didn't get braces as a kid. I should have. So now I'm putting it off for the rest of my life. Ask him how he feels about the word engine.
Do you mean engine?
I think he means engine.
I do not care. That's what I call myself on a daily.
What are your top 5 Indian slurs? That's what people aren't asking the real questions here.
What? Yeah. What was the question? Hello?
About your top 5 Indian slurs. Sorry, I thought you were joking with me. I was like, wait, is he serious? So like, they have like, what's the one, like feather, you have Injun, savage, all the classics. Like, what's your favorite one?
Redskin.
Redskin? Okay, Redskin's good. Yeah. Good one. Heck yeah. All right. Rat, you need to show us your rain dance and scalps. What does a rain dance entail? Is it just a bunch of like hooing and hawing and dancing around in a circle? Do you have like
that,
instruments?
or like you? Technically, yes. However, if you were to do it by yourself, you're just basically dancing while you hop each knee, up and down each time.
Gotcha. Light Spore, Desert Rat, what's your mile time again?
I was bullshitting about that, Light Sport.
Well, the joke, it was a joke for a while in the Discord that you had like a 4-minute mile or something like that, something insane, right? Which is like world class, and you were like, yeah, I got a 4-minute mile time. Take that, Light Spore.
I was kind of bullshitting.
Well, realistically, what do you think you could just crank out right now?
For like a mile?
Yeah, well, yeah. What's a realistic mile time right now?
Probably 12, because I can do at least 3 minutes for like at least quarter lap.
Gotcha. Nice. Grinder admin for 5 says, hey, Desert Rat, we got a whole subcategory we could use you in. Hit us up.
For what?
I don't even know what Grinder means by that. You don't have Grinder on your phone, do you?
No. I have the Bible up on my phone.
Oh, good. Perfect. That's what you need to have. Way more important. Grinder admin again for 5 says, could have gone my whole life without seeing that. And I work at Grinder. I don't even know what that means, Grinder admin. Damn. You know what? This guy could use the Bible app on his phone. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Handsome Horse for 2 says, Desert Rat, do you find horses handsome too?
Hell no.
No? Not handsome? What about Umas? Are Umas cute?
No.
Well, are you an anime enjoyer of any type?
A little bit, yes, but not to the extent of Logan.
Ooh, true. Logan called out. Desert Rat's got the dub on Logan there. Okay, so what's your favorite anime then?
Black Lagoon.
Black Lagoon. Okay, I have no idea what that is. I'm going to look that up right now. Is it safe for stream?
I wouldn't say so.
Oh, really?
What does that mean?
I think it is. I'm not too sure.
What's in it? Like, is it bad?
Oh, the AI overview says, yes, Black Lagoon is strictly intended for adults. The story follows a gritty group of modern-day mercenaries and smugglers in lawless South Asian crime city. Severe violence, heavy profanity, dark themes, mature situations.
I would say we're in a mature situation right now, John.
It is highly rated, though. I don't know if that helps or hurts its case.
I don't know.
Well, this is a gun show, right? We talk about guns here,
Yeah.
Rat. So what's one of the last guns that you've purchased that's like super cool that you're excited about?
Last purchase?
Like something that's cool. I don't know.
The KUSA KS12.
When did you actually end up? I don't know why Jake is like freaking out over there.
It was February of this year, okay?
Wait, you bought it in February. When did you actually?
No, not February this year. That's when I picked it up.
When did you actually buy it?
I don't know. If Toast is in here, he'll probably remember.
Wasn't it like was it over a year? It was sitting at your at your gun store?
Yes.
Why did you leave it there for a full year? I forgot that you did that.
I don't know, because I thought I had enough money for 2 transfers, but I didn't. I only had enough money for the one.
Well, actually, how does that work in your case? Because correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't have like traditional employment, right?
No, I have casino payments.
Well, yeah. So how does that work? So you just exist and get
pretty much.
You say like it's funny, Jake. What is your problem here? Okay, he's not being very inclusive here of other cultures.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was reading something funny. Reading the side chat. It's just hilarious.
Well, so how does that work? Do you get like monthly or quarterly?
It's quarterly
checks from the casino. Quarterly checks from the casino, and what does that entail? You just randomly get a check in the mail or what?
No, it's direct deposits. For some people, it's just check in the mail.
Oh, nice. And is it just the casino payments? And how do you get casino payments? Like, how does that work? You get casino payments because you live on the reservation and there's a casino
It's because I'm a
there?
tribal member and I reach blood quantum. So
You said what now?
blood quantum.
What does that mean?
It's this weird thing created by the U.S. government to measure how much native you are.
Is it like phrenology or something?
Mm-hmm.
Well, does the amount change, or is it a flat amount, or is it based off of like profits from the casino?
Based on profits of the casino.
So technically, like every boomer who goes in there and just taps the button playing the slots is actually supporting you in some way, right?
In a way, yes.
Is it a good amount of money? Is there like anything else
it's
they
enough
do?
to buy like a case of ammo.
Oh, that's not bad. And do you have any? Because I mean, you're a young man. You have aspirations, I'm sure, to do other things in life. Will that is that just a continuous thing where you get that forever for the rest of your life, or do you have to like live in a certain area and be part of a certain tribe?
Forever.
Oh, nice, very nice.
I mean, they wouldn't want you to have too much money, because if you had enough money to buy too much stuff, then you could rise up against the white man. Is that correct?
Well,
Is that the way they set it up?
It's divvied between each of us. There's more members on this reservation compared to the one that's next to us, so they get more money per month or per quarter. I don't know how that one does it.
Well, wait. So the more tribal members you have in your reservation, the lower the dollar amount?
It's because it's how it's divvied up. It's in percentages.
So theoretically, if you killed a bunch of people or they just died mysteriously, the dollar amount would go up, right?
No.
No? I thought it, because if the money has to get spread around to fewer places, like obviously like you would get more, right? Am I crazy?
No, you're not. It's just the my current governor for the res is kind of a thieving bastard.
Ah, I see. Wait, you get taken advantage of by the white man and then by your own people as well?
Yes.
Unbelievable. Now, as far as like other income goes, do you get like housing and other stuff completely free?
Yes.
So housing is paid for.
Medical,
schooling. Do you get college for free?
Yeah, that's what schooling's included.
Oh, that's cool. Have you taken advantage of any of these free programs?
I signed up for housing. I'm still waiting for when that comes. I'm automatically signed up for medical anyways because of my weird medical situation, as you know. And schooling, no, not yet, but I do plan on going to college in a few years. I just want to work first.
Gotcha. Yeah. What do you want to do for work? Because I mean, I know that you like guns. I know that you're in the Discord. You like hanging out. So what do you want to do for like a job? Right. I think that's important to have a goal to strive towards. Firearm sales. So you want to like just work at a gun store? Do you want to work in like high end sales? Like how does that work?
A gun store for now, then maybe having my own dealer in the future.
Oh, that'd be cool. Have you applied, or are you planning to apply at any specific point in time, or just kind of like writing it out for right now?
I've been applying to places, doing interviews. It's just people been getting those jobs instead of I am, just because of experience.
Yeah, well, it does suck to be like the young guy, right? And you want to get a job, but then it's like experience required to get the job. So you never end up getting a job because you don't have experience required in the first place, right? And then they don't allow you to get the experience. That does suck. Totally get it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about using your native card and like trying to guilt trip them into hiring you, or is that not valid around there?
No, it just never slipped past my mind.
Well, chop, buddy. That's like a freaking get out of jail free card right there. Not literally.
Somebody had a really good idea in chat. Handsome Horse. SDI. Have you ever thought about applying there? Because if you have free education,
hell no.
No. You can. It's free education in like the gun industry, kind of, right?
Sonoran Desert Institute steals from people's GI Bills.
Well, do you have a GI Bill?
I do not, but I have friends who use theirs for that program.
But they can just steal from your reservation education fund instead.
They could, yes, which I'm not going to allow them to do so.
Interesting. Logan sucks at shooting for 2 says Black Lagoon is goated. Revy is real nice. All right.
Logan's a gooner. Confirmed.
I'm a guess that is a gooner bait chick in the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was cool.
All right.
Beretta 92, so.
What is your favorite handgun? And is it related to an anime?
No. I'm pretty sure the coolest handgun I ever shot and my favorite handgun are kind of different. Coolest handgun I ever shot was a Staccato XL. Favorite, probably toss it between my current carry and the FNX 45.
Okay, nice. I know Jake's an FNX 45 enjoyer. What's your carry piece right now?
Ported in comp Glock 19 with an RMR.
Oh, heck yeah. I think have you shown that off in chat before?
Yes.
I don't know if I've seen that one, because didn't you used to carry like a Glock 22 or something like that?
23C, yes.
23. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, 23C.
I converted it to a 19.
Oh, right. With the barrel swap. Right. Cody Fisher for $10 says, I can't breathe. I need a grilled cheese. What are your thoughts on grilled cheese, Deseret?
I like grilled cheese.
Do you make them at night?
I do not make them at night. No, sir.
Randy reviews it for 2. Says, Rat, how far can you open your eyes? What does that even mean, Randy? Jeez. Okay, here's the question. Thing. Deseret, you and Randy, okay, cage match, right? You're both, kind of bigger guys for sure. Who walks out? You or Randy? Keep in mind, Randy's old. Randy's like 5,500 years old or something like that.
I don't know. That would probably be maybe a tie. I know I'd end up getting fucked up, but I'd at least leave.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, Randy would have to stop and smoke at least 2 cigars during the duration of this fight. And I think that's a real vulnerability that you could exploit, Deseret. And you are also granted a weapon because you got your cane, so you can just whip the shit out of them with your cane. While
do you have a sword cane? A sword cane would be sick.
No, it's one of those. It's one of those foldable, like seeing eye canes.
Ah, gotcha. Let's see. Thank you, Randy. Reviews it. Rat, when are you going to collab with Trench Grenade? What are your thoughts on Trench Grenade? I mean, honestly, we haven't even asked that question. That's like the big question to ask.
I think he's an okay guy. I'm kind of a small fish, so I can't really say much on him.
Yeah, that's fair enough, I suppose. That's very professional of you. Way to show some professional etiquette to Trench Grenade.
Fuck Trench Grenade.
Grinder admin for 2 says, speaking of effing Trench Grenade, living proof that background checks are useless. I don't know what he means by that. It's not very nice, Grinder admin. Bojangle says, does Desert Rat live up in the Dakotas? No, Arizona.
No, but I have a cousin who does.
Well, there are some how does it work when you're Native American? Can you just like apply to live at any reservation, or does it have to be one that you actually have like historical ties to?
Historical ties to.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Too bad. It's like a little process where you get transferred to different reservations. Grinder admin for 5 says, we measure how much Native you are in a completely different way. I think he uses the old caliper methodology to so other than Native American, like what are you? Just generic like Western European?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Nothing special.
Well, Western and Central.
Gotcha.
So English, Irish, Scottish, French, British, Dutch, German.
Question for you, I just thought of. So you can't live in America. Where are you moving to?
Poland. They're the most gun-friendly out of the EU.
Fair enough. All right. Also, Eastern European women, right? Right, Jake?
Yeah.
Plus, they make nice AKs.
Fair enough. 94. Todd for 10 says, Desert Rat, could you please shout, do not redeem. Why did you redeem it?
Sorry, do not redeem. Sorry, do not redeem.
And then you got to do the why did you redeem it at the end.
Why did you redeem it?
Perfect. Mega base. Thank you, 94 Todd. Lightspore for 2 says native name is Tranny Lover. That's not very nice, Lightspore. That's not very nice. Well, no, I won't ask that question. That's too inappropriate. Grinder admin for 5 says, I suspect his checks are coming from a different part of the federal government.
Well, have you ever heard of this wonderful thing called the BIA?
I have not. No, the Bureau of Indian Affairs, is that the one?
Yes.
So what are your thoughts on like the federal government as a whole, right? Because a lot of people are like, I want to get rid of the ATF, I want to get rid of the
Abolish
FBI,
the
the
ATF.
CIA. But okay, here's the thing: if you had a magic wand where you could get rid of all government programs or none of them, would you still get rid of all of them? Because that would also affect, like, housing, medical, college, casino checks, all that sort of fun stuff. Would you
Yes,
take
if it
that?
means I can legally own a full auto.
Fair enough. Very base. There you go. All right, we got one vote. One extra vote. Bojangles for 2 says, tell Desert Rat to apply for a forklift job. Have you ever thought about
My
being a
dad
forklift
was
driver?
forklift certified before.
Dude, forklifting is fun. Like, especially like if you don't want to like be running around all day. Like forklift certified guys get chicks. Okay, it's a major pickup line. Okay,
I think it should be required to hold public office in this country.
It should.
That's a good take. Grinder admin for 5 says, don't sell yourself short. Nobody thinks you're a small fish.
Thank you, I guess.
Thanks, Grinder. Thickhawk 45, great name for 2, says, Desert Rat, do you wear a fedora?
Hell no.
What are your thoughts on fedoras? Are they gay?
They are.
Yeah, I agree. Helix becomes the Ko-Fi caffeine creep and nutting inside, and Uma Plushie says, hey, Tard, why do you have one eye looking at John and one eye looking at Jake? Also, can you force open your eyes? He's not being very nice. That guy's a turd. Nutting inside an Uma Plushie is not very nice.
That is okay. The reason my eyes do that is because where this thing called nystagmus, my eyes automatically roll on themselves without me doing that. The reason my eyes are doing that, the one that's on Jake, is because my central vision has widened while my peripherals have been narrowing slowly.
Interesting. Is there a way to fix that? That's not fun.
There's being programs like that being slowly made and being, legalized by the FDA.
Gotcha. Bushmaster over on Rumble
Also,
for 2 says,
just whoever said that, you should feel bad for making fun of Desert Rat for his eyes.
Thank you, Jake.
If you're gonna make fun of him, make fun of him for his character, all right?
That's right, Jake, Indian lover Jake over here.
I don't have a good character
Bushmaster
at all.
on Rumble says, please pray for me. Montezuma is enacting his vengeance on my intestinal tract. That's what I get for trusting the sketchy back alley taco truck tortas. Ugh.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Yeah, that sounds rough. I am sorry to hear that, Bushmaster.
Praying you.
It could also be, you guys have seen the diarrhea plague that's been going around to areas
Oh, it
that
hit
are
my state finally.
well, but it's in areas that are filled with dot Indians, okay, not feather Indians, but with dot Indians. It just happens to be where they all are congregating. I don't know how that works, but it just happens to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Desert Rat, name your top 5 races.
What context?
What do you mean? What context? What's just your top 5 races?
Probably Southern Americans, so people from the South. Native Americans.
Mm-hmm.
Latinas.
Wait, Latinas specifically? They're not lumped in with South Americans?
No, Southern Americans, as in Americans from the South United
States.
States.
I see what you're saying. All right, I see what you're saying. Mm-hmm.
Keep up, John.
Carry on. My bad.
Black folks and Asian people.
Asian people at the bottom, really?
Wait, white people aren't even on there, Desert Rat. Do you know?
Well, he said Southern Americans, so Northern Americans, screw those people. I agree. People from the North, okay? The South will rise again, right?
I'm hated by Desert Rat.
I like how I'm even more north than
No,
Jake
I
is.
make an exception. I love you, Jake.
Aw,
Very nice.
look at that. Well, I was actually going to say, like Indy 500 or Monte Carlo or some other races, but you went straight to people groups, which is totally fine. I get it, man. That's where my mind goes sometimes as well.
It's incredibly based, actually.
Handsome Horse for 5 says, Desert Rat, do you have Mike Mahowski's phone number and do you want to chat with him?
No, I do not. And does this have to do with my fucking eyes doing one or the other?
No. It's the joke is Mike Mahowski. He's of Sons of Liberty Gunworks, right? He posts his phone number online publicly, and we called him like a week ago and just like talked to him on stream. It's just really funny. It would actually be funny for you two to have a conversation. Do you have thoughts on Sons of Liberty Gunworks as a company?
The Mark I is a psyop. They're lying to the American people.
True. What should we do to liars?
Give them less traction. That way they can learn from their mistakes.
Oh, well, that was actually a very, very reasonable take. Appreciate that, Deseret. Radio Visa for 2 says, Deseret, describe the scent profile of your musk.
It's a gay ass question.
Randy wants, yeah, that is weird, actually. You're right, Deseret. That is weird to ask. How do you smell?
I don't know. I'm slowly losing my sense of smell.
Oh, that's no fun either. What's your best sense?
Probably touch.
What do you think about Jake's obsession with touching toes? That's probably more appropriate.
I've never once had an
I
obsession
do
with
not
that.
know, but Jake Big Toe money all the way.
That's true. Based. Grinder Admin for 2 says, "Dem be some good range eyes." I don't know what he means by that. Maybe it's just because you have all focal fields in view at the same time, right? You're nearsighted in one eye and then farsighted in the other eye, so you have like full
No, I'm
spectrum
nearsighted in
dominance.
both.
Oh well, that's not very good then. Grinder Admin for another 5 says, "White flag, white flag, white flag, white flag, white flag, something, something, something." I'm sure that's something.
Okay,
appropriate.
just because I'm part French doesn't mean I surrender, okay?
All right, let's see. I don't even think I had anything else stored up for today, so to speak. So, Jake, do you have anything else that you want to talk about? Anything else that you want to bring up?
I mean, I don't think there's really anything else to bring up. I think we pretty much covered it all. I will say thanks to Deseret for coming on. Didn't think you would show up.
You're welcome, even though I was like an hour late.
Yeah,
dude, we were like an hour late.
you
Don't
were
worry
an
about it.
hour
Thank you
late.
for your patience.
And I would just like to reassure everyone in the side chat clutching their pearls right now. Deseret is an esteemed member of our Discord community, and we do some ribbing every so often. And if you don't like it, then you could just deal with it, dude.
Wait,
We're
are
having
people
fun over here.
people upset that Deseret is on stream?
There's people upset that we're they perceive us as being mean.
What do you mean?
Our
This ain't
very
mean.
own
This is fucking piggy.
Deseret. Yeah, it's not a dick, guys. Don't take it so hard.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
there are some people being mean in the chat to Deseret.
Oh no, I'm talking about other people. But
Yeah,
regardless,
no, this is literally tame. This is not the worst I've been told.
Deseret. I'm trying to stir shit up, all right?
I know
That's
you're
right.
a
Get them
motherfucker.
to fight. Get them to fight.
Regardless, though, thank you, Deseret. And as always, Christ is king.
Amen.
Megabase. Well, there a few more of these keep coming in now that they just want to ask Deseret questions. Deseret's the star of the show now. Thickhawk 45 for 2 says, CZ, Glock, or M&P, and explain why you're a CZ guy. Okay, so pick CZ, Glock, or M&P.
Glock.
Glock. Now, have you had experience with CZs or M&Ps?
I've shot a CZ tech sport. No, it was a whichever one the Shadow 2 is, the one that has the polymer grip, but it's still like an aluminum frame.
Is that the Nocturne, the P09 or whatever it is? Because you have the Shadow 2, you have the TS2.
I think
are
it
the
was
big
a
ones.
Shadow 2, and I also shot a suppressed. It was okay.
Yeah, I like Shadow 2s. Although I am a little bit of a CZ guy, so that's bad on me for sure. But no,
I haven't
Glock is
tried
always
an
the correct
M&P
answer.
yet. My mom got an M&P 22X as her first handgun. I will have to try that when we go out to the range.
Andy Ray for 2 says, have you ever called a woman milady?
No, but I have called women little mama.
Little mama? All right, fair enough. So you would really put a black woman above an Asian woman, just in terms of preference. I still can't get over that part. Like, it's fine if you have a type. I'm not judging you for having a type, but I mean, I'm just usually people are the other way around. That's all.
That is true, yeah. But I'm gonna stick with my answers.
Fair enough. Fine. Handsome Horse says, who has better toes, Jake or Rat?
Well, I have Indian toes, so a really, really big, like big toe and like small, stubby other toes.
Wait. Really?
Yes,
That's a thing?
yes.
I'm not going to Google that, but I will take your word for it. I'm not going to Google Native American big toe, Native American weird feet. Okay, that's not going to be in my search history.
It probably will.
No, I'm not putting that in my search history. Jake is like, prove it. Lightsport for 2 says, Rat, look at the meme I tagged you in. That's probably in Discord somewhere.
Where did you tag me in?
Let me see if I can find it real fast. Did he put it in Discord? I don't see it. You could just send it to me, Lightsport. I would send it over to you, but can't do it. Just tag me in at Lightsport, okay? Thank you, Lightsport. Listen, Jack for 5 says Daytona 24, the Sebring 12, the Nürburgring 24, Petit Le Mans, and the Macau GP. Fair enough. Those are 5 great races.
Those are amazing races.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
Yeah. All right, Jake. All right, Debbie Downer over here. I don't like those races.
A Corvette beat out a Ferrari at Le Mans.
Yes. No, that was awesome to watch, like American muscle cars taking on like, hypercars and European, the best of the best, and just showing them a good old American time, okay? Andy Ray for 5 says, please display your nicest fedora. Do you own a fedora?
I do not have any fedoras. All I have for hats, if any, is ball caps and bucket hats.
Do you have any like authentic Indian paraphernalia? Native American
I have a headdress in my closet.
Can you put it on? Can you turn off your camera and go put it on?
How about new?
No, but it'd be perfect. You gotta display your Native American heritage. Also, I'm just curious what it looks like. That's all.
I mean, I can show you it.
Sure. Well, here, turn off your camera. I don't want you to dox yourself. Here, I'll take you off stage for a second, and then when you come back, I'll put you back on.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Crimpin ain't easy for 5. Thank you very much, good sir. Says Matthew 2540. Well, Jake, did this night go how you planned?
Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind, for sure.
2540 says, the king will reply, truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Thank you, Crimpin and Easy. Appreciate that, good sir. Amrite Boy, member for 8 months, says, desert rodent fed boot enjoyer confirmed? No, he said he would get rid of all the federal agencies if you could get full auto. So, I mean, good on him for doing that.
Yeah, open your ears, Spick.
Yeah. Amrite Boy for 2 says, show us photos of the LMT desert rodent. It's not very nice. Thank you, Amrite Boy. At Trementar for 2 says, logging off, Romans 6:11, Christ is King. Christ is King. Thank you very much. Why did that not pull up? Why is Bible Gateway being weird? Romans 6:11. In the same way, count yourselves dead to sin, but alive to God in Christ Jesus. Thank you very much, Atrementar. Very based. Thank you. Appreciate that, good sir. And then I think we're still waiting. Check Discord. People are tagging me in it now. Let's see. No. I am not showing that on screen. That is. Stop it. Stop it. No, that is not nice, Twinkspore. Twinkspore, stop it. I am not posting that on screen. Oh my gosh. Nope. Not happening. Did you see it? Over on Ko-Fi, Black People Hate Stocks for 3 says Spruce Monkey, Pretendian, Hatchet Packer, Smoke Signal, TP Creeper, and Wagon Burner are a few for you to mull over. That is a few good Indian slurs, I will admit, for sure. Jarrett for 5 says, can't believe I missed most of the stream. The 2-week Minecraft phase with the boys started. Well, good luck with that. Have to watch the VOD tomorrow. Christ is King and God is good. Well, Godspeed out there during your 2 weeks, good sir. Thank you. Oh, Jared,
dude,
appreciate that.
2-week Minecraft phase with the boys. That's the good old days.
Did you guys see the LMT? I was holding it up earlier.
Well, I can't show it
see
on
guns
stream,
here.
but I can't show it on stream. But yeah, no, I did see it. I did see it. They couldn't because we can't show guns getting handled on stream. But I saw it in the background. Yes, sir.
Oh, well, that's stupid.
No, it's just YouTube though. YouTube doesn't allow us to handle firearms on stream. I agree, it is stupid. All right, Desiree. Well, thank you for hanging out for your first show ever, man. I really appreciate you coming on, taking the time. I'm gonna send you a check. Just gotta tell me where to send it. But before we get out of here, what do you want to shout out? What do you want to say? And once again, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate you coming on.
That Christ is King. Remember to read the Bible.
Very based. I know a lot of people in chat are upset that he won't wear the headdress. But again, if you're good at something, don't do it for free, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for hanging out with us for a very odd last-minute stream. I hope to never be late by a full hour again. We'll see how it goes. But, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you in the next one. God bless. Godspeed. Christ is King.
The glamour waking up. Shut it down. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Ay, they got lined up by Stalin. For my daddy in a coffin. I'm a Jew, Finkelstein. My uncle, my grandma was lying. Pulled up on me, mom, ayy. Put her in the count, ayy. Told her get a word or be turned into a lamb, ayy. Mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Ay, they got lined up my grandma and my aunt in 1945. They were getting fucked up. Stalin put up on me pa. Put him in the count. Then his op sprayed his ass with the fucking child. My mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin. Me mom died in a Harley. Me pa was killed by Stalin.